Hello students, let us continue chapter 9 data handling. In the previous class we discussed about bar graph and how to interpret data from a bar graph. In this class we will be discussing about drawing a bar graph. In this table we are given data regarding name of fruits and number of students. Here we are given banana, orange, apple and guava and the number of students who chose or prefer this fruit. 8 students prefer banana, 3 students prefer orange, 5 students prefer apple and 4 students prefer guava. That is, these are the fruits they like to eat. So here we need to draw a bar graph out of this data. As you can see, the number of students given over here is more than 1 but it is less than 10. So this makes us to choose a scale such as 1 unit length is equal to 1 student. If the numbers were larger, for example, say if we had students which are more than 100, if we had the number of students which are more than 100 or more than 50, then we would have chosen a different scale. But here in this case, क्योंकि number of students कम है तो हम ऐसा scale लेंगे 1 unit length is equal to 1 student. So with this we can easily represent the given data in the form of a bar graph. Let us now see how to draw a bar graph. We will be drawing bar graphs on a graph paper like this one over here. So here I have already written the scale. Now in the top right corner we will always write the scale. 1 unit length is equal to 1 student. So how will we draw the bar graph? First of all, you need to draw a horizontal line. You can draw this line of some length or according to the requirement of the data given to you, and then draw a vertical line that intersects the horizontal line at a point. So यहाँ पर मेरा जो vertical line है और जो मेरा horizontal line है ये दोनों इस point पे intersect कर रहे हैं. So this point will be point 0. So यहाँ से यहाँ तक का जो distance है, this distance will be 1 unit distance. For this bar graph, we will draw bars on the horizontal line and this will represent each fruit. So here this horizontal line, this will represent fruits and the vertical line will represent the other data, which is number of students. So here we have already mentioned the scale for this vertical line. Number of students जो है वो 1 unit length represent करेगा 1 student को. So as I told you, this is 1 unit length. When you take a closer look of this graph paper, you can see that obviously squares are drawn in this graph paper, but these squares are also divided within themselves and there are 10 parts of each square. यानी कि ये जो एक square यहाँ पर है इसके अंदर आप लोगों को divisions मिलेंगे जो इस square को 10 equal parts में इस तरह से divide करता है and this will be again useful for finding the scale. For example, here I have 1 unit distance, this is a unit length and this is 2 unit length. Okay. So here if I consider this to be 10. Imagine this is 1 unit length which is equal to 10 students and if this is 20. अगर हमारे ज़्यादा ज़्यादा number of students है तो हम इस तरह से represent करेंगे. So here if the number of students we need to represent और जो हमें bar draw करना है अगर वो 15 है तो हम कैसे consider करेंगे, कैसे count करेंगे 15? So this line which is a bit more darker than the other lines. ये जो box है इसमें बाकी सारे lines के comparison में ये जो line है वो थोड़ा dark है. So उस line को हम लोग 15 consider करेंगे. This is the middle line. Also when you zoom into this bar graph, as I told you, there are 10 divisions. So यहाँ पर अगर 1 है और यहाँ पर अगर 2 है, so this is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, and here we have 1.5. Similarly, if it was 10 and 20, then यहाँ पर 11, 12, 13, 14, and this would be 15 instead of 1.5. 16, 17, 18, 19, and lastly we have 20. So इस तरह से यहाँ पर जो divisions है, we can use this to represent different numbers lying between the unit length in our bar graph. Now, speaking of number of students, from the data given to us, we can say that 3 जो है, that is the smallest number, and the largest number given to us is 8. So यहाँ पर हम लोग 8 तक represent करेंगे on this vertical line number of students में. You can also represent till 9, but that is not necessary. So here let us begin from 1, because यहाँ पर हम लोग 1 student को represent कर रहे हैं 1 unit length में. So this will be 2, this will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Or you can write 9 over here if you want. So here we have the number of students and fruits. Fruits हमारे पास कौन से हैं? Banana, orange, apple and guava. Okay. So यहाँ पर हमें bars draw करने हैं जो represent करेगा इन fruits को और number of students को जो इन fruits को prefer करते हैं. So here we will leave this first row. ये जो row है इसको हम इग्नोर करेंगे और जो सेकेंड रो है हमारे पास यहाँ से हम लोग बार्स ड्रॉ करना स्टार्ट करेंगे. सो फर्स्ट वी आर गोइंग टू ड्रॉ फॉर बनाना एंड द नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स हु प्रिफर बनाना इज 8. सो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द लेंथ ऑफ आवर बार. क्योंकि नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स 8 है तो इस तरह से हम एक लाइन ड्रॉ करेंगे एंड ऑन द अदर साइड ऑल्सो वी विल ड्रॉ a line like so till 8. Like this we have now drawn a bar. The height of this bar will be equal to the number of students that prefer banana. So ये जो bar है ये represent करता है number of students who prefer banana. So we can write banana in this bar. It is very important to mention. अगर बिना mention किए हम bars draw करेंगे तो पता नहीं चलेगा कि कौन सा bar किस fruit को represent कर रहा है. Next, we are going to consider orange and the number of students who prefer orange is 3. So here, after leaving a fixed space between these two, we will draw a bar whose height will be equal to 3. So this is the bar that represents number of students who choose orange as their fruit. Next, for apple, the number of students is equal to 5. So what will be the height of our bar graph? It will be 5. Okay. So here, again, leaving one row, we are going to draw a bar. And this bar represents the fruit apple and the number of students who like apple. And lastly, for guava, the number of students is equal to 4. So that is why the height of our bar is equal to 4. So now we have drawn a bar graph that represents the name of fruits and the number of students who chose that particular fruit. For example, if we are asked which is the fruit that is preferred by most of the students, then from the length of each bar we can say जो banana के लिए जो bar हमने draw किया है that is the longest, that is the tallest. The height of that bar is 8 and all other bars are shorter than that bar. Therefore, banana is the fruit preferred by majority of the students. Let us now begin exercise 9.4 question number 1. A survey of 120 school students was done to find which activity they prefer to do in their free time. So here we are given preferred activity, and here we have the number of students that prefer the given activity. For example, 45 students prefer playing, listening to music is preferred by 10 students, painting is preferred by 15 students, and we are given the number of students who prefer the given activity. So what we have to do is draw a bar graph to illustrate the above data, taking scale of 1 unit length is equal to 5 students. Which activity is preferred by most of the students other than playing? So here first of all we need to draw a bar graph, and we are given the scale that 1 unit length is equal to 5 students. ये scale हमें fix लेना है. Okay, so now look at the number of students. It begins from 10 and it goes till 45. All these are multiples of 5. ठीक है, तो जो हमारा बार हम ड्रॉ करेंगे, we are going to draw a horizontal line and a vertical line, and on the horizontal line we are going to draw the bars. That is, here we will be marking the preferred activity, and here we will have the bars. Now we already know how to draw bars, but what will be the height of the bar? बार का हाइट जो है वो कितने यूनिट्स होंगे? सो फॉर दैट जो नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स हमें गिवन है फॉर प्लेइंग, कंसिडर प्लेइंग, वी हैव 45 स्टूडेंट्स, डिवाइड बाय जो स्केल में हम लोगों ने नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स लिए हैं, दैट इज 5 स्टूडेंट्स. जब हम इनको डिवाइड करेंगे सो वी हैव 9. सो 9 यूनिट्स विल बी द हाइट ऑफ द बार. Similarly, for reading story books, we have 30 students. So for that, the height of the bar will be 30 divided by 5. Divide by 5 क्यों कर रहे हैं? Because we are given 1 unit length is equal to 5 students. That is why we will divide it with 5 to know the height of the bar. So in this case, the height of the bar will be equal to 6 units. So in this way, we can find the height of the bar and draw the bar graph. And after that we are asked a question that कौन सी ऐसी एक्टिविटी है जो प्लेइंग के अलावा सारे स्टूडेंट्स प्रेफर करते हैं. So firstly, let us see how to draw the bar graph. You can write the solution of exercise 9.4 in your graph book itself. So in the solution, I have written the steps to represent the given data in the form of bar graph. First of all, you need to draw 2 perpendicular lines, one vertical and one horizontal. On the horizontal line, that is the x-axis, horizontal line को हम x-axis भी बोलते हैं, mark preferred activity, and on the vertical line, which is also known as the y-axis. जैसे horizontal line को x-axis बोलते हैं, वैसे vertical line को y-axis बोलते हैं. So on the y-axis, mark number of students. Next, take bars of same width, keeping uniform gap between them. Bars लेने हैं, which we have already discussed how to draw bars. उनके बीच का जो width है, जो distance है, वो same होना चाहिए, uniform होना चाहिए, यानी सब में एक बराबर होना चाहिए. Next, 1 unit length. Let 1 unit length is equal to 5 students on the y-axis. This is the scale. Okay, so next, as I explained, we are going to calculate the heights of bars for various activities. जहाँ पर हमें 45 स्टूडेंट्स गिवन है, उसको 5 से डिवाइड करेंगे, क्योंकि यहाँ पर हम लोगों ने जो स्केल लिया है उसमें 1 यूनिट लेंथ इज इक्वल टू 5 स्टूडेंट्स. Therefore, for playing, the height of the bar will be 9 units. Similarly, for reading storybooks, the height of the bar will be 6 units, and so on. For painting, the height of the bar will be 3 units, because 15 students are interested in painting. So, divide by 5, that is the scale, we will get 3 units. So, जो painting के लिए bar होगा, उसकी height will be 3 units. Here in the graph, I have already written the scale. On y-axis, 1 unit length is equal to 5 students. Now, which one is the y-axis? As I told you before, जो vertical line है, we call it the y-axis. So, this is the y-axis, and this will be the x-axis. The horizontal line is called the x-axis. So the point of intersection of these two lines is where we are going to begin. So here we have 0. So starting from this 0 till this distance, ये जो distance है हम इसे 1 unit length कहते हैं, and here we have taken this as 5 students. So हम y axis में क्या represent करने वाले हैं? We are going to represent number of students in the y axis, and on the x axis हम लोग preferred activity represent करने वाले हैं. So like so we have written what each axis represents, and since 1 unit length is equal to 5 students, यहाँ पर y axis में number of students हम लिख देते हैं, it is 5. So the next will be 10. अब ये 1 unit length है, तो ये जो इतना length होगा this will be 2 unit length. Count the boxes. So here we have 2 boxes. So 5 plus 5 10. Next ये फिर से 5 unit है, तो 10 plus 5 which is equal to 15. So here there is a distance of 5. So keep on adding 5 as we go above on the y-axis. So next we have 20, then we have 25, 30. This will be 35. Next 35 plus 5 which is equal to 40. 40 plus 5, 45, and lastly here we have 50. So यहाँ पर number of students is represented, that is we have written what we have taken the scale. Next we need to draw bars. Firstly we are given for playing there are 45 students, that is 9 units. 45 is equal to 9 units. कैसे हम लोगों ने किया था? 45 divided by 5 because that is the scale. So here first of all for playing we can draw a bar having height 9 units like so. So this represents playing, the activity of playing, 45 students. तो इस तरह से हम bar draw करेंगे. The next activity is reading storybooks, and 30 students prefer this. Where is 30? Over here. So now एक uniform distance, यहाँ पर हमने जो distance left किया था वही distance यहाँ पर हमें छोड़ना है, and then the next bar we will be drawing over here. So this is 30. So 30 students prefer reading storybooks. So here comes the second bar that represents the activity reading storybooks. Next, the next activity is watching TV, preferred by 20 students. So again, after leaving a fixed distance, एक सेम विड्थ हम लोगों ने यूनिफॉर्म गैप रखा है यहाँ पर. और नेक्स्ट फॉर वॉचिंग टीवी वी हैव 20 स्टूडेंट्स. सो लाइक सो वी कैन ड्रॉ द बार, एंड inside the bar we will have to write the activity. If we don't write the activity then it will be wrong, क्योंकि हमें मेंशन करना है कि कौन सा बार जो है वो कौन सा एक्टिविटी को रिप्रेजेंट करता है. सो दिस रिप्रेजेंट्स वॉचिंग टीवी, 20 students and 1, 2, 3, 4 units. Similarly, the remaining two activities, listening to music preferred by 10 students and painting preferred by 15 students, can be represented in this bar graph. So in this way you need to draw the bar graph, and in the next page, in the adjoining page, you can write the solution to the question which we are asked in the question number 1, which is which activity is preferred by most of the students other than playing. Playing के अलावा as you can see, reading is the activity preferred by most number of students. 30 students prefer reading story books. उसके अलावा जो भी activities है वो 30 से कम number of students prefer करते हैं. So the answer is reading story books is the activity preferred by most of the students other than playing. In this way, you need to write the solution in your graph book. Reading story books is the activity preferred by most of the students other than playing. So in this way you need to write the solution in your graph book. और आप लोग को ग्राफ जो है वो स्केल और पेंसिल से ही ड्रॉ करना है. Always use pencil even while writing on the graph paper. Question number 2. the number of mathematics books sold by a shopkeeper on 6 consecutive days is shown below. Here in this table we are given days and number of books sold on that day. For example, on Monday we can see that 40 books were sold, while on Thursday 20 books were sold. So we are given the information. Draw a bar graph to represent the above information choosing the scale of your choice. Now here हमें scale given नहीं है. Unlike the previous question, that is question number 1, we were given that 1 unit length is equal to 5 students is the scale we need to choose. But in question number 2, we are told that you can choose a scale of your choice. So यहाँ पर we can simply take the scale as 1 unit length is equal to 10 books. Because according to the data given to us, the number of books is somewhere between 20 to 70. 20 is the least and 70 is the most, maximum. So यहाँ पर हम लोग 1 unit length is equal to 10 books ले सकते हैं. Here also on the horizontal, that is the x axis, we will be taking days. And on the y-axis, that is the vertical line, we will take the number of books sold. So here 1 unit length will be equal to 10 books. So you can easily represent this information in the bar graph. Now that this question is much similar, this question is homework for you. You need to solve question number 2 on your own. In the graph book, draw the bar graph using the scale 1 unit length is equal to 10 books. Question number 3. Following table shows the number of bicycles manufactured in a factory during the years 1998 to 2002. Illustrate this data using a bar graph. Choose a scale of your choice. Here also we are given years and number of bicycles manufactured. Years will be represented on the horizontal axis, that is the x-axis, and number of bicycle manufactured will be represented on the वर्टिकल लाइन वाई एक्सिस. ठीक है. सो यहाँ पर हमें स्केल चूज करना है ऑफ आवर चॉइस. इट इज़ नॉट गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन एंड we need to represent this data in the form of a bar graph. Also we are asked 2 questions. A. In which year were the maximum number of bicycles manufactured? B. In which year were the minimum number of bicycles manufactured? So first of all, let us draw the bar graph of this information, this data. Illustrate this data in the form of a bar graph and then we will answer these questions. So let us see the solution. So according to the given data, a suitable scale along the vertical line, that is the y-axis, would be 1 unit length is equal to 100 bicycles. तो ये हमने स्केल ले लिया है along the y-axis. अब हम लोग heights calculate करेंगे of the bars. So here in the year 1998 there were 800 bicycles. So 800 divided by the quantity we have taken as 1 unit length. 1 unit length हमने 100 bicycles लिए हैं. So यहाँ पर इनको divide करेंगे तो हमें height मिलेगा, that is 8 units. 8 units will be the height of the first bar for the year 1998. Next, for the year 1999, since we are given 600 bicycles, 600 divided by 100 is equal to 6 units. So 6 units will be the height of the second bar for the year 1999. Similarly, बाकी के years के लिए भी हम लोग calculate कर सकते हैं height of the bars. Here on the horizontal, that is the x-axis, I am representing the years, and on the y-axis the number of bicycles will be represented. So you need to mention this in the solution. Next, in the year 1998, 8 units is the height of the bar graph. तो simply हमें 800 तक draw करना है bar की height. So here we have the bar for the year 1998. Next, for the year 1999, the height of the bar is 6 units क्योंकि यहाँ पर 600 bicycles were sold according to the question. So in this way, we will draw the bar for the year 1999. In the similar manner, for the remaining years 2000, 2001 and 2002, you can draw the bar graphs similarly just like 1998 and 1999. So जो भी हमें data given है, that is for the year 2001, we were given that 1100 bicycles were manufactured. So here we have 1100. So this will be the height of the bar we draw for the year 2001. Next, we are asked some questions. Firstly, we are asked that in which year were the maximum number of bicycles manufactured. So from the bar graph, we can easily see that in the year 2002, the height of the bar is the maximum, that is 12. 1200 is the number of bicycles manufactured in the year 2002. Therefore, we can say that in the year 2002, maximum number of bicycles were manufactured. Next, we are asked in which year were the minimum number of bicycles manufactured. So यहाँ पर according to the bar graph, in the year 1999 only 600 bicycles were manufactured. Therefore, in the year 1999 the minimum number of bicycles were manufactured. In this way, write the solution in your graph book. Maximum number of bicycles were manufactured in the year 2002 and minimum number of bicycles were manufactured in the year 1999. Question number 4. Number of persons in various age groups in a town is given in the following table. Here we are given age group and number of persons. So in the age group 15 to 29, we have 1,60,000 persons. So what we have to do is draw a bar graph to represent the above information and answer the following question. Here we are given the scale. Take 1 unit length is equal to 20,000. 20,000 लेना है हमें 1 unit length, और you need to answer these questions also. A. Which two age groups have the same population? And B. All persons in the age group of 60 and above are called senior citizens. How many senior citizens are there in the town? So for this question also, let us first draw the bar graph and then we will answer these questions. So let us see the solution. So in question number 4, we are given the scale that 1 unit length is equal to 20,000. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर हमें कैलकुलेट करना है हाइट्स ऑफ द बार्स वी नीड टू ड्रॉ. सो फर्स्टली वी हैव फॉर द एज ग्रुप 1 to 14 देर आर 2 lakhs persons. ओके, सो 2 lakhs को कैसे लिख सकते हैं? वी कैन राइट 2 lakhs लाइक दिस and dividing this by 20,000 we get 10 units. All the zeros gets cancelled and 20 divided by 2 we have 10. Next, for the age group 15 to 29 we have 1,60,000. तो इसको भी जब हम 20,000 से डिवाइड करेंगे we will get 8 units as the height of the bar for 15 to 29 years. Next, in the same way, we can calculate the heights of the bars for different age groups and then draw the bar graph. So here we have age groups and here the number of persons are represented. That is, on the x-axis we represent age groups and on the y-axis we represent the number of persons. So let us draw the bars. Firstly, for the age group 1 to 14, the height of the bar is 10 units. That is 2 lakhs is the number of persons. So here the first bar will have the height of 10 units. So in this way, just like the previous questions, we can draw the bar for the age group 1 to 14. Next, for the age group 15 to 29, we have 1,60,000 persons. So here, this will be the height of the bar graph. According to our calculations, it is equal to 8 units. Next, for 30 to 44 age group, we have 6 units. That is 1,20,000 हमें given है, वो equal है 6 units के. तो यहाँ पर हम लोग 6 unit height की एक बार ड्रॉ करेंगे. So this is the bar for the age group 30 to 44. Similarly, we can draw bars for the remaining age groups. So this is the bar graph for question number 4. Now, apart from this, we are asked 2 questions. Firstly, which 2 age groups have same population? So यहाँ पर for age group 30 to 44 and 45 to 59, ये जो बार है उनकी heights same है 6 units, that is 1,20,000 persons. So here it is clear from the graph that the age groups 30 to 44 and 45 to 59 have the same population. Next, in the B part, we are asked, all persons in the age group of 60 and above are called senior citizens. How many senior citizens are there in the town? 60 या 60 से ज़्यादा जिनकी एज होगी उनको हम सीनियर सिटीजन्स बोलेंगे. अब यहाँ पे ये जो बार है वो रिप्रेजेंट करता है द एज ग्रुप 40 टू 59. 40 से लेके 59 तक के एज वाले पर्सन्स यहाँ पर आ चुके हैं. सो नाउ 60 years से 74 and 75 and above, these two represent senior citizens. Now how many are they? This is 80,000 and 75 and above जो है वो 40,000 persons है. यानी कि these are senior citizens. So the number of senior citizens for age 60 years and above will include 60 to 74 and 75 and above, which is equal to 80,000 plus 40,000, which is equal to 1,20,000. In this way, you have to write the solution in your graph book.